Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-October general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Capricorn. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. Hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Capricorn. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Capricorn and crosswatchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear set the energy and do a mini meditation with you guys, but if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to your love life. For this reading in particular, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you in this current moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation. I just want to pick up on the vibes around you, see why they're coming through and what this means for you guys. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys about your love life. And for those of you that did not join me for the mini meditation, this is a reading that I'm doing where I'm picking up the energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection with this energy or in separation with this energy. Let's see who wants to come through, why they're coming through, and what this means for you guys for the month of October. Heading into November, let's see. Tell me about this energy surrounding Capricorn right now. Oh, okay. That one wanted to be the one out. So I want to know what you're thinking. Let me in. Interesting. I feel very strong Scorpio energy here, but obviously it could be any sign. But I feel like someone feels it's hard to read you, hard to understand you. They feel maybe like there's something you're holding back from them and not telling them, or not like fully opening up about. And they may feel like right now it's kind of like, I don't know if this is someone from your past and that's why you're on guard, or even just in general, you're on guard in love and romance because you've been through it and you really want to protect yourself. But this person's already picking up on the fact that there could be something that is kind of just in the way of getting to know you. I'm tasting mint right now, like spearmint. I wonder if someone chews on spearmint gum all the time or has like a mint in their car, always has mints on them. But it's almost like I was hearing like icebreaker, like they're wondering what it will take to kind of let your guard down, to get you to kind of trust. This person feels like you've been sending mixed signals or just doesn't know how you feel. And that's kind of what's been driving them crazy here. Let's pull some more cards. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Capricorn. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Capricorn. So it says rejection, irrational fear, saying no, and dismissal. Huh. I wonder if there was a canceled date or plans recently that kind of has like made someone a little bit upset, a little bit annoyed, wondered if they did something wrong because it seemed very last minute, out of the blue. But I mean, maybe this is why, whether this is you or the other person, right? Because roles can always be reversed, but why someone has been kind of keeping a guard up because maybe they went through a breakup that they felt rejected by, hurt by, and maybe it's kind of easier to just have that mindset of like, all right, maybe this won't work out, so I'm just going to keep it at a distance to protect myself. But they're picking up on that. And maybe even they're feeling rejected by this kind of guard, or by the fact that you haven't opened up as much, or you haven't kind of expressed how you feel about them in this situation. And maybe even for a few of you, like recently you kind of cut things off or you stopped talking to them and they want to know why. Let's pull some more cards. I'm seeing like an airport terminal. I wonder if someone lives by an airport or works at the airport, works through an airline. But tell me more about this energy here for Capricorn. What do they want to say to Capricorn? I fantasize about you loving me again. Huh. So right now they definitely feel rejected by you. They definitely feel like, I don't know, whether this is something you intended to do or something that you kind of try to lay it down easy. Like they feel as if you've kind of just gone cold or gone silent, and they wonder what they did wrong. They want to know if there was something they could have done more of, because they definitely still feel like you guys could have something here. And they definitely fantasize literally in this card here about, you know, seeing you again, taking you on more dates. Like they thought they were really starting to get to know you and establish something here. But you know, with this, it could be someone who is still having feelings for someone from the past. And maybe from that not fully being healed is what's playing into someone's feelings in a new connection. Wow, that's deep. Okay, let's pull some tarot to get further into this. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask, how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connections they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Capricorn? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Wow, yeah. Very strong earth energy here. So you could be dealing with another earth sign, possibly another Capricorn or another Virgo or Taurus. Very, very strong earth. I feel like this person has had a crush on you for a while. And now that they have like, or had access to you, it's like they kind of had a lot of ideas of what was going to happen that maybe is not coming to fruition or is kind of being delayed here, that they're kind of confused about. There are two kings here. So the letter K could mean something to someone, as in Kristen, as in Kevin, first, middle, last initial could mean something to someone. Okay. Wow. So bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands, Leo energy. So I feel like the moment they noticed you, they were immediately attracted. Like you stood out. They had to walk up to you, ask you what your name was, ask you if they could buy you a drink, or just kind of flirt with you. Already they were kind of touchy-feely, like, I don't know, how to touch your arm or how to touch your back, your waist, your thigh, and they were trying to signal that they're definitely into you. It may have come off a little bit strong as well, Capricorn, and I think because it came off strong was something that, like, you maybe kind of were either like, like, is there an incentive here, or kind of like, damn, like, this is sexy, but I don't know. Like, again, kind of stopping yourself from fully feeling into it. There are two sixes here. Your birthday could be January 6th, January 16th, or December 26th. But I think with the Six of Wands here, you've definitely caught their attention and caught their eye. And then since after meeting you face to face, they were like, damn, like, how can I keep this going? I want Capricorn. I want to impress Capricorn. I want to show Capricorn. And maybe even some of you guys, like when you met this person, they kind of had a tendency to flex a little bit, almost like to show off a little bit. And I think, again, like, it kind of flattered you in the way because you know they were trying to impress you, but maybe there was something that maybe reminded you of an ex that kind of like made you sidestep it a little bit. But also for some of you guys, if this is someone that has liked you for quite some time, they saw recently the opportunity to go for it because they've been wanting this, they've envisioned this, they fantasized about it. Maybe they knew they couldn't make a move because you were with someone or there was things going on in your life, but maybe something that recently came to their attention, or when they first met you, they're like, all right, this is my shot. This is my opportunity. They wanted to dress up really good knowing you were going to be there. They wanted to impress you. Definitely. So how they feel about you right now is the Page of Pentacles. So this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This person could be younger than you. Just throwing that out there for confirmation for some. But I feel like they want to try. They still want to keep trying. They feel like they need to keep trying in order to succeed at this because they know there's some prize with you, Capricorn. They know that to have you as someone romantically involved would give them a lot of excitement, a lot of security, a lot of confidence. Like there's something they want to put and feel like they need to put on lock with you, Capricorn. But they feel like they really haven't had that opportunity yet. They feel like, you know, and whether this is true or not, this could just be their perspective, but they feel like they would do like anything for you. You call them, want to hang out, they'll come hang out with you at a drop of a hat, or they'll, you know, if you want to go to a certain restaurant, they'll go to it. Like they feel like they've been trying hard to kind of get your attention or to get you to notice this, but it's been a little bit hard. And they're wondering, what else can I do or what else can I offer Capricorn here to get them settled, to get them interested, to keep them, you know, on lock here. I keep on hearing on lock. I don't know why. What they think about you and think about this connection is the Eight of Pentacles. So Virgo energy. They, you know, even if they were disappointed by a rejection or know that maybe you're kind of holding off because of a breakup or because there's a fear of rejection here, they are trying to strategize a way to start planning something, to set something into motion. If there was a canceled date, they want to reschedule one where it would really be something that they put effort into kind of showing you that they paid attention to your interests, paid attention to what your favorite food is, what your favorite place to go is, and they kind of are already trying to plan that so it could show you that they are impressed and that they want this. Now, for some of you guys, part of maybe what you've been holding as a priority in your life is your finances and your work. So you may have like a busy work schedule, or you may be kind of trying to get your finances and work situation settled before you fully dive into this. And I think that is on their mind, and I think you have kind of communicated that, but they're wondering how much longer that's going to last for, because it seems like it's still been going on since you guys first met. And maybe they're kind of thinking of ways to help you with it, but they don't know like if you would accept that help. Like maybe they kind of want to help offer to like help you distress after your long day at work, or help you find a new place if some of you guys are looking for a new place to live. Like they're finding ways in what they can do to be active in showing you that they care. What they like the most about you is the Six of Cups. Scorpio energy. Some of you could have Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon. Does not have to be the case, but yeah, this has been a long time coming for them. And again, I don't know how long they've known you for, if you guys grew up and then had your, you know, own ways where you went off to, you know, college, or had your own, you know, business kind of starting off at a young age, and then you kind of ran into each other again or started to reconnect again. And I feel, I don't know, I'm hearing high school crush for some of you guys. And that may just be confirming who I'm talking about here. But I think that this is something that they've been fantasizing about for a long time, that they've been really wanting. Now, for a few of you, this could be the person that you broke up with or had to break up with, that they kind of are like realizing they messed up, they screwed up, but are kind of fantasizing about when you guys were at your best, when you guys were in a serious committed connection, and when you guys, you know, had those sweet moments with each other that they still kind of think about in order to still keep this alive. But for a lot of you, with this being a newer person here, newer, like, again, I think you guys have known each other, but for the fact that they've always had a crush on you or always kind of wanted something with you, to really think that that was something that they manifested from a long time ago is something that's keeping them motivated in pursuing this, because they wanted it so long. But what they don't like about you is the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. So I feel with the King of Pentacles that your security is kind of what matters the most. And especially if some of you guys have kids, like, that will take priority. And I think some of you guys overwork yourselves. I think some of you guys really make sure that everything that you feel will suit your needs and expectations is met. But it feels a little bit, and again, this is just our perspective, it doesn't have to be true, but it feels a little bit kind of like hard to please. Or what else can I do? You, like, they may feel like you expect so much, but is there enough that they can give? And I wonder if some of you guys are kind of looking for someone that could help provide. And maybe they feel that what they do for a living or for their job isn't something that you're kind of looking for as a lifestyle almost. And that worries them. And some of you guys, I know this is so specific, but it's just confirmation for some of you, have been having problems with your boss. And they feel like you haven't really been able to stand up to your boss, and that your boss is controlling too much of you or expecting too much of you. And that may just be a side note of what's been kind of bothering them. And you haven't been totally open or disclosing it, but they know there could be something off with your work environment, whether it's a boss or a coworker. But generally, yeah, with this King of Pentacles here, I think you have very, very high expectations, or at least that's what they perceive. And it's very, very hard to know what pleases you and what settles you. They may also view you to be a little bit stubborn, Capricorn. What they like the most about this connection is the Page of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So even despite, you know, if things have been a little bit rocky or hasn't been going exactly as planned in their mind, there's understanding like more about you. And even if it takes some time for you to open up, maybe there's little glimpses that you've been showing that makes them more curious and wants to dive deeper into your psyche. I do feel like their crush is kind of evolving into some deeper feelings. And they want to explore that. They want to be, you know, clear with that. But I think for the fact that they don't know how you feel is kind of what's preventing them from being as open with that. But they definitely like to, you know, think of what you guys can be. They like to think of where you guys can go. They definitely reminisce and think and play these scenes in their head of, you know, hopeful future visions of the two of you. What they don't like about this connection is the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. So for those of you where they may be afraid that someone is still in your heart, or that you're still kind of not over someone from the past, that this King of Cups will forever have some sort of hold there. And it could be someone that you were married to or even had kids with, I kind of feel here. But for those of you that's not your message, then I think, yeah, part of it is emotionally opening up that has still not been as transparent. They don't know how you feel. You're hard to read. You're someone that doesn't express yourself emotionally, maybe. And maybe for this person to be so into their feelings and into their emotions, it's different for them, and they are having a hard time understanding that. but they think you're putting your heart on guard. And they just want you to know that you don't have to do that with them. Someone could be growing in a beard or a mustache, or has like, stubble around their jawline, trying to grow something out here. What they like the most about this connection is the Eight of Swords. Or their highest hopes, excuse me. Gemini energy. So with the highest hopes being the Eight of Swords, I think they want to help someone through. I'm almost seeing like a maze that they may feel someone's kind of stuck in, afraid of making the wrong turn or afraid of hitting like a dead end. Like they want to help someone unload that mental stress or those worries or fears. And they're hoping when you're ready, you'll be able to kind of just open up in that way and to express what's on your mind and to be clear about it, and that they'll have a better understanding instead of being left to their own, what if they still feel for that person, or what if they're not that interested? Like they're hoping to come out of this mixed signs, mixed energies, mixed messages with you, so you guys can kind of just even come together with a better understanding of each other. And, if there is someone from the past involved still in your heart space, your psyche, they're hoping that they can do whatever they can to help get that person's mental hold off of you. Because I think if they know this person, your ex, they think they're kind of crappy people. What they did to you was shitty. And so, I don't know, I think they kind of just want to help release you from that. Especially if they think that person is manipulative or self-centered or egotistical. They think they could do more for you than that person ever could. And so they're hoping to help you out of that in some way, if some of you are kind of in that mental space with someone else still. Deepest fears is the Ten of Pentacles. Virgo energy. So I think they're afraid, sorry, I have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines, but I think they're afraid that they can't and never will have the long term with you. Something where you both are ready to go through with this, to provide in this, to give into this. The amount of time, energy, and availability it would take to have a Ten of Pentacles type of ending. I think they're afraid that maybe even for some of you who were married to the past, you would go back with that. I think with this Ten of Pentacles energy here, they do envision something long-term, and they really, really want something long-term with you because they know that you would be, the right partner in having something that is stable, that is successful. You're a hard worker. We see that with the King of Pentacles. And you know what? For the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, I wonder if some of you guys could come from a lot of money, or you made your own money. And some of you guys may kind of fear if people are only wanting to date you or have like a place in your life because of the financial benefit they would get. And maybe that's part of the reason why you guys, or some of you, are on guard. Let me clarify this Ten of Pentacles because I feel there's something missing here. There could be a full-length mirror next to someone's bed or right across from someone's bed that people have taken a peek in before when you guys have been intimate, or maybe a little bit of self-voyeurism goes on as someone's turn on. It's not everyone's message. But tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles here for Capricorn. Okay, so we have Two of Swords in reverse. Ooh, Libra energy. I'll explain that in a second. And then the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Wow, here comes the Queen's energy. They're afraid you are going to do... Okay, so if there is something where it's like they feel, or they're afraid that they think they can't provide for you the lifestyle or the luxury that you want in your life, that you would choose someone that could, even though you wouldn't be as happy emotionally. Others, it's like they're afraid that you're going to make the wrong choice to go back to a King of Pentacles from your past or King of Cups energy from your past because it's most familiar. It's what you kind of have been okay with for so long, even though it's not for the right reasons. And then I think too, like with the Two of Swords in reverse, there's no changing your mind. If they kind of try to still put everything they could into this, if you don't see it working, you won't settle. And they're hoping that, they don't give you that impression, because I do see they want a long-term partnership. They want to put a ring on it. They want to hold you down and place it on lock. But Queen of Swords, they're afraid you're going to cut them and reject them, and that they won't see it coming, or they'll be very confused as to why, and maybe not ever have that answer as to why you guys can't have that Ten of Pentacles. Deep energy. All right, Capricorn, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, going into November, that you need to be aware of, what are they going to do? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. I'm going to pull some more tarot oracle cards to dive deeper into this situation, to give you more advice about this. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers for you guys in the extended reading. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where I depart, Capricorn, I really hope that this reading resonated with you, has given you clarity. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Capricorn, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Capricorn.